Hate it.
Is there any chance that I could ask you to...
I've been in the car for pretty much 9 hours now. I'm not having fun anymore, you know? I might not actually have a choice. I might have to get out. Now, I like cars, especially this one, but I do feel like after spending 24 hours together, we may not be quite as good friends. Now, the car that I'm spending this 24 hours of a day in is my very own Golf Mark IV, which I admit is not the smallest hatchback in the world, but it's also not by any means a large car. And I'm really not too sure, check the notes, that I'm going to survive spending the next 1,440 minutes in here. That's a long time. But I suppose we shall just have to find out.
And that we shall. But it was just the start of the day now, and nothing could possibly go wrong this early on. So I got comfortable, tried to do a bit of college work, didn't, and then, well, I did a bit of finding out.
So, I do a paper round every day, so obviously I took off the 2 days for today and tomorrow as I'm doing this challenge, and so I got my friend to do it who has done it before, and unfortunately he seems to have slept through and forgotten. Which means that I may have to go and do it now. I might not actually have a choice. I might have to get out.
Yeah, I did have to get out.
Damn it.
This is the fastest I've failed at something since every maths exam ever.
1 + 2 is 4. I made it 50 minutes. And I made it literally 50 minutes and I'm already outside on the ground. I mean, I'm technically not walking.
So, it took me about half an hour to deliver the papers, and basically I'm just deploying a spot of good old-fashioned denial, as I can't actually add any more time on. Sorry. But I didn't cheat in any other way by using the toilet or kitchen or doppelganger or anything.
The only thing I did was wash my hands because I get black paper ink from the newspapers. I don't know where it comes from, man. Like, why is that stuff leaking? It's literally dry.
I live a hard life. But anyway, I got on with the day, had a little drink, which I later regretted.
I hate this.
And then, because my life is enthralling, once again decided I should go and do a bit of college work.
Oh boy. Where is my Thomas the Tank Engine? Little Russia! We all need someone to lean on. Lucas! Fire a gun!
Then I immediately got bored and decided to call my sister.
Hello? Hello?
Oh boy, there's a man coming to... Oh boy. There's a man coming to take, like, my dad's wardrobe he doesn't want or something. So, I gotta run away to a road, like, just around the corner for a minute, so I'm not just sitting here in a car, and also not in the way. I'm gonna drive without shoes on. Is that legal? I don't know. I very successfully drove away from the man with the van, who actually turned up in a Skoda Fabia, which he obviously couldn't fit the cupboard on or into. Sigh. Anyway, I was determined not to let my space restriction stop me from living my #best life. And one of the things I like to do in my free time is to do exercise. So, it's time for a car-restricted workout. Not sure if this is going to work. Also, I'm not going to lie, I kind of need to pee already, so I'm hoping that I can, instead of peeing, I can exercise and sweat out the liquid. Okay, first things first, I need to get changed. Which of course was a simple matter that I carried out with dignity and eloquence. Oh, I just made a dent. I made a dent! Oh no. Oh boy, I've dented the ceiling. Oh no.
That was easy. Now it's time for the actual workout. Oh boy. Guarantee no one's ever done this, and this isn't even the workout. I'm trying to get to the camera.
I kind of need the toilet a little bit. Sweating out didn't work. So I'm going to have to go. Which turned out to be more difficult than originally thought, what with lack of
wiggle room.
Maybe if I sit.
And constant fear of someone coming up to the house and seeing me squatting in the back of my car, peeing into a carton of Tesco's finest citrus-based fruit juice.
Orange juice smooth. I'm not making orange juice.
Please, 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 please be watertight.
This was honestly one of the worst things I've done ever. I hated it. I think next time I'll just have to, like, pee out of the window and hope for minimal splashback. Please can there not be a next time?
I hate this. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it.
Just finished peeing. Time is 7 to 1.
The time is currently 10 to 2, and I've decided that it is time for us to go on a journey. Now, the journey's destination that we are going to end up in, hopefully, is Minehead Beach. Because it's a little bit of a drive from here, you know, wherever I live, you don't know. So it means we get to do that, and we get to enjoy the drive, and then we get to enjoy the beach from within the confines of my car. Maybe I'll chuck a bit of sand in, make a sandcastle. Probably won't, don't want to do that. However, to make things slightly more difficult for myself, as I may as well, I've got 24 hours to kill, is I'm only going to get there using a map. Yes, we are going back in time. What is a sat-nav? I don't know. So we're only going to use this map, and now you're going to have to give me like half an hour for me to work out how to use it. Wish I wasn't joking. That did genuinely take a while. I never did scouts. But eventually I managed to get a rough idea of where I was going. Alright, I have successfully planned the route. I have used a map, like my ancestors, and I think we are ready to go. I was just revving there because I don't really have any gear. Do you like my sunglasses? You know, I'm going to be making my grandpa proud by only using a map for this journey, you know, because you can't always rely on technology, which, to be fair, is true, because my phone, it doesn't work with the maps anymore, right? Whenever I go on the map app, it just restarts the phone. And that doesn't just mean the map app, but it also means any other app that uses the map. So, like Strava, if I go on a run, right, I'll start going and it'll just restart, and then it'll look like I'm running straight line doing like a Geo Wizard challenge down the road, but I'm actually not running through hedges continuously. It just thinks I am because it's died and then come back and it's just gone, oh, you probably just went straight at me. And now, not to flex or anything, but this car does actually have a tape deck. Right, so I did try and find a tape deck in the house to no avail. So then I thought, well, what's the next best place to buy old items? Not a residential home for old people, no, but a charity shop.
Hello, right. I was just wondering if you had any tapes.
Set tapes?
Yeah, like little ones. You don't
We don't keep them, I'm afraid,
No.
anymore.
No worries. Do you know if there's another charity shop in the house?
I think pretty much everyone's in the same boat with cassettes and videos. It's not generally sell generally.
Too old, yeah.
So, I mean, you could ask them.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a record store anywhere in town that would do them anymore.
Maybe.
You're looking for blank ones or?
No, just random old ones. I have one on my, I had a tape player in my car, and I was like, oh, just see if it works.
Sorry, no.
No, that's fine.
Car boot sales you might be alright at.
Yeah, that might
Yeah.
work. Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Alright.
Cheers. I don't think you can pay with card. Oh no, I've scuppered myself. Failure, boys. It's a failure.
It was indeed a failure. Number 3 of the day to be exact, and then to keep everything standardised, I decided to immediately have number 4. Yep, I didn't plug my mic in properly. Again. Basically what had happened was that I thought I'd be able to pump petrol from inside the car by leaning out and then pay by card at the pump in the same fashion. But I neglected to do even the basics of research and find out that the petrol station didn't have pay at the pump. So I had to get out. I'm not very good at this. After my apparent montage of failures though, I did manage to arrive correctly at my destination. However, now another challenge arose. I had to buy a car parking ticket without getting out of the car.
But no one's coming by. And I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to drive. I hope I see someone. Oh gosh, I'm getting myself into a right pickle.
But thankfully, after much struggling,
Excuse me? Excuse me? Hello, sorry, excuse me. Is there any chance that I could ask you to grab me a ticket if I give you the money for it?
Yeah, sure, I can do. Yeah,
Do you know how much it is?
That's 150.
150.
I think so. Is that right, Josh? 150 for an hour?
Perfect,
Yeah.
thank you. Would that be okay?
Yeah, sure. Is that?
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Okay, all right, no worries.
Thank you. He's so nice. We've got a ticket for an hour, so we're going to be sort of, I know you can't see me. Thank you so much.
There you go. That's all right, no worries. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Cheers. Have a nice day now.
Good evening.
Cheers. We got a ticket, no way. What an absolute beast. Right, now let's pretend to take pictures of the beach.
that man was so nice. He just bought me a ticket, he didn't even question it. He was just like, alright, sure. And then actually he left as well. I don't know if they were just leaving, I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, I actually did take pictures of the sea. Let me show you the view I have. Well, I must say, this is a absolutely lovely place to sit and not be able to get out on. It would be nice to get out and throw some stones in the sea. It's a big favourite pastime of mine. But here we are. It's a lovely place. I'm going to enjoy my time. I'm going to have a little something to eat. I'll maybe get a bit more work done. And then I have one little other thing which I shall do before leaving, which you'll see in a minute. But I want to just quickly mention that there's a lot of stuff going on in the world at the moment, as you've seen, Ukraine and places, and there's a lot of things that aren't so great. I mean, they're just not great at all, let's be honest. It's horrific, it's awful. And I was just going to say, it's hard. It makes it more difficult to do fun things. It feels kind of wrong. Because, you know, should I be out doing this thing and just enjoying this day? But I suppose really we have to keep living our lives. But I was just going to say that I encourage you to do any little bit you can, whether, you know, just donating like a £5 to UNICEF or something. It all helps. That's what I like to do. Donate a little bit of money to help the crisis, and I'll put a link in the bio if you do want to, but I thought it was best I acknowledge it in the video and not just pretend that everything's happy chappy in the world. And yeah, prayers out to all the people there fighting, and let's hope it stops soon. But anyway, let's go on to more positive things, because now I'm going to have a chocolate bar. Okay, well, I have chilled. I have had some biscuits and some chocolate, which I brought with me because I am prepared. I slightly need the toilet, but I'll be ignoring that. And now it's time to move on to what I'm doing next, which is I am going to draw / paint. I don't know what you call it. The fine scene in front of me. And now it's time for me to get busy in my art shop. Okay, are you ready? I have successfully done artistic work, and I think you will simply be impressed. And probably, if you're watching this video in about the year 2300, you probably see it in an art gallery. Probably, I'd say probably. Sorry, I'm rambling. I've been alone all day. Anyway, are you ready to see my art? Right, this is the view, and this is the art. Huh? I only brought 2 colours and they were the wrong ones. I have returned from the beach. I am beginning to feel a little bit tired now, and I would like to get out of the car. I shall not, of course, but there we are. Unsurprising, at least I am home and dry. Obviously. Yeah. I've done about 8.5 hours. It is 6:05 in the evening. Why my teeth look so weird? I've been in the car for pretty much 9 hours now. I'm not having fun anymore, you know. I'm trying to do some biology work, which, by the way, isn't a fun subject. And while I'm doing my biology work, I'm just fantasizing about being outside or inside, but inside a house. But I must wait for that. I'm going to go get dinner soon, but I have to drive there and that's effort. I don't even know where I'm going to go yet, but we'll work that out soon, hopefully. So, I'm not having fun, man. This is not a great challenge. We're going to get food, baby! I think I need it, actually. I sound insane. I can't wait. Although it is me really salty and I have to drink more. I don't want any more pain.
Hi, sorry by the way, can I take your order?
Yeah, can I get 9 chicken nuggets, large fries and ketchup, please?
Yeah, anything else?
That's it, thank you.
I don't know if I did it right. I don't know how to do drive-thrus. This is only the 3rd time I ever did one. We got the food, boys.
Hello. I'm being waved at by a wee lad. Don't make it weird.
Grubs up, baby. I didn't get any drink because I'm a savage and because I don't want to wee anymore. So there we are. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my food now, and I shall see you later. One thing I didn't properly consider is just how dark it gets in Britain. I mean, I currently feel and look like I should be telling you a ghost story, but there we are. My dad just decided he wanted to go to Tesco, so I took him for a little drive to Tesco and sat in the car. So that was a nice use of my time in here, and he then left. So now I'm lonely again, but that's okay. I know you can't see this, but you're looking at the stars right now, and the stars are looking very lovely tonight, I must say. I'm very impressed. The time is 20 to 11. I have my head torch ready. I have a nice little hot water bottle that my mum gave me. Thanks, Mum. And I've decided that before I prepare my bed, we have to decide which of the fine 5 seats in this car, or even the boot, am I going to pick to set up my bed in. Now, let's start by judging which one should we go for. So, first seat up here is, it's kind of hard to see, you know, in the dark, but that one there is the middle seat in the back. Now, unfortunately, that does not have a headrest, meaning there's less space for head and pillow. So, quite frankly, that one, I'm afraid, is out of the equation. And next up, we have the boots, but those are pee bottles, so no, I'm good, thank you. Coming back. Alright, so we have the driver's seat with the steering wheel. Now, this has the advantage of being in the front, which is a good thing. However, there is a steering wheel and there is some stuff down there called pedals and stuff, which, I mean, it's just going to take away from the space, you know? So I don't think that's it. Now, of course, we have the 2 back seats on the side, both of them there, which are pretty good contenders. They've got the nice headrest, a bit more space. However, they do not go backwards. And so I will not be able to lean backwards and enjoy a nice relaxing snooze in dreamland. So unfortunately, those boys are out of the equation, so which means that the only seat left we have is this fine seat here. The passenger side front seat. The passenger side front seat, which can lean back, has a headrest, has space, and all in all, is more or less a 10 out of 10 sleeping arrangement. Now, I won't lie to you. I already decided that, but I thought it'd be fun for us to go around and enjoy that. So, you know, I'm gonna go pee in a bottle now. Alright, hello everybody. Let me show you my bedtime setup. The time is 12 minutes past 11. I'm like a pilot. I've got those 2 little lights on just to drain the battery for a minute, and I've got my torch here to show you. So, I've got my sleeping bag all very nice. Got a nice blanket there, which I can chuck over myself in a minute. I've got a random, my sports top there to give me that. What I've done is I've chucked the tarpaulin from our trampoline over out that window, caught it here, taped it here. I then put a blanket here, so hopefully it won't get too dark. It won't get too light in the morning, and I'll be able to sleep in. Well, I say sleep in, I just won't get woken up at like 6 o'clock whenever it gets light immediately. So hopefully that will do somewhat of a job. That is me pretty much sorted out, I think.
As the end of my car in cage day came to a close and I prepared to attempt to drift off into dreamland, I took the opportunity to reflect a little upon the day. Altogether, it really hadn't been too bad, and I certainly had enjoyed elements of it. Of course, it being a relatively easy challenge, there hadn't been any mental toughness needed to stop me from straying outside my 4-wheeled house, but I had found that other factors tended to interfere if they could. Especially when you're mostly relying on yourself, sometimes you have no choice but to get out and do things. There's probably some deep metaphor in there somewhere, but I'm really not bothered to find it. Anyway, for a first challenge of this type, I do think it went pretty well.
I also realised I could have faked it really easily, but I mean, hey, where's the fun in that, right? Well, assuming I actually do make it through the night and don't die, let's get this done with and put to bed. A real bed at that, not a seat that loads of people's butts have been pressed against for hours on end. So I wonder I smell after this. Good night.
Good night. Well, I'm alive. Well, I'm alive. I am absolutely freezing. This place is frosted over, but I am in one piece. So I have not quite 2 hours to kill before I have to get up. We'll have to get out, or I can get out. But there we are.
The time is exactly 9:28. In 1 minute, I'm going to be able to exit this car after 24 hours, more or less 24 hours, more or less 24 hours in only this very small confined space. I absolutely cannot wait. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's leave! Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, my knees don't work. Ah! Ooh. Can you I just spent 24 hours in this. Look at the state of it. Also, my legs literally can't work now. I'm bouncing. Spent 24 hours in that. Man, I bet it stinks. I cannot quite explain how happy I am to be out of that car, but I'm sure you can understand, and it's fair to say that I will never be doing that again.